मेरे को 16-17 साल हुए टीवी करते हुए, ऑलमोस्ट 18 ईयर्स। बट मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि मैंने ज़िंदगी में एक ऐसा दोस्त कमाया है, थ्रू कुंडली भाग्य मैं उनसे मिला और मैंने ज़िंदगी में ऐसा दोस्त कमाया जो हर मौके पर, हर मोड़ पर मेरे लिए खुश रहती हैं एंड she wishes me well. 6 years of working with Shraddha, we never ever for a single time rehearsed our scene. With Surbhi, it was more of a Hi guys, this is Dheeraj Dhoopar and you're watching me on Sunny D Show by Rohit Consulting Firm. Like, comment and subscribe to Shubhajit's YouTube channel and I totally love the experience. I mean, he's so refreshing. It's something new. I've given so many interviews since so many years, but this is one of my favorite ones. So please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, swag, glamour quotient, good looks, talent. I'm literally running short of adjectives. Adjectives डिक्शनरी में कम पड़ जाएंगे, लेकिन धीरज धूपर का तारीफ मैं कभी खत्म नहीं कर पाऊंगा. That is the kind of excitement that he creates among all his fans and admirers. Thank you so much for being with me over here. It's a pleasure. I've been the biggest fan of your hair. जितना straight वो है, जितना सॉर्टेड वो है, काफी लोगों का जिंदगी भी उतना सॉर्टेड नहीं होता जितना आपका हेयर सॉर्टेड होता है.
किसी ने मुझे बहुत अच्छी बात बोली, धीरज धूपर एक है और धीरज धूपर के बाल एक है.
That's pretty much the thing. मुझे बताइए, I saw you जब एक इवेंट पे आए थे, you, दिव्या and the entire team ततलूबाज के लिए. I was hosting that event. तब से I was very excited कि क्या है. I was very excited कि कब शूट करने का मौका मिलेगा. Today that day has come. Very happy. मुझे बताइए, ततलूबाज जो नाम है इसका मतलब क्या है, एंड वो जो एसोसिएशन आपका चालू हुआ था, बिकॉज देखो प्रोजेक्ट्स तो आपके पास काफी सारे आते हैं, बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस यू हैव दैट नेम एंड फैंडम, बट टच वुड, बट वो जो एक फिल्टरिंग प्रोसेस होता है, कब लगा कि यार ततलूबाज इज समथिंग ग्रेट फॉर द ओटीटी स्पेस टू बिगिन विद?
पहला सवाल, टटलूबाज का मतलब इज यूपी की लैंग्वेज में टटलूबाज एक कॉन आर्टिस्ट को बोलते हैं, कॉन मैन को बोला जाता है टटलूबाज. And when I met the team, when I met Vibhu, the director of the show, when he narrated me the story and the character, and he told me this is the way it is, और मैं जब गया था ना, मेरी पहली मीटिंग में ही जब मुझे नरेट किया गया था, तो मुझे पहला एक सॉन्ग जो हमने रिलीज किया वो सुनाया गया था. So I started visualizing myself doing this character, Bulbul Tyagi, which is my character in the show, and I said I never did something like this. See, meetings पहले भी बहुत हुई OTT projects के लिए, and I always did TV before this, और मेरे को 16-17 साल हुए टीवी करते हुए, almost 18 years. But जब मैं कहता हूँ ना, टू स्विच ओवर द मीडियम, टू गो टू अनदर मीडियम, आपको कुछ, मैं चाहता था कि I'll go to another medium not just for the sake of it. I'll do it if I'm getting something as good as what I'm doing on TV.
Absolutely.
So वो मुझे टटलूबाज में मिला. आई एम सुपर हैप्पी दैट मेरा OTT डेब्यू टटलूबाज के थ्रू हो रहा है, क्योंकि इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक स्टोरी, इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक कैरेक्टर. द टीम इज ग्रेट, द कास्टिंग इज ग्रेट, द होल सेटअप इज ग्रेट, बैकग्राउंड इज, द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द स्टोरी इज ग्रेट. तो मुझे ऐसा था कि यार let's do it. I mean, this is it and I want to be the part of it, and here I am.
Well, like let's rock. 25 नवंबर आएगा, सब लोग देखो जो धमाल हम लोग ने ऑन स्क्रीन मचाया है पहले, वो आप लोग को 25 नवंबर से देखने को मिलेगा. बट टेल मी, इसका मतलब होता है कौन आर्टिस्ट वगैरह जो भी है, इन हमारा जो इंडस्ट्री है यहाँ पे बिगिनिंग टाइम में, ऑफ कोर्स वंस यू गेट अ बिट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस देन यू नो कि क्या सही होता है, क्या गलत होता है, क्या शायद थोड़ा शेडी होता है. बट पहले जब इंसान आता है, वो भी समवन हु डजंट बिलोंग टू दैट बैकग्राउंड नेचुरली, बाहर से आके अपना नाम कमाता है, उनके लिए गेटिंग कॉन्ड और गेटिंग डिसीव्ड बाय पीपल इज वेरी इजी. समटाइम्स वो ड्यू टू इनएक्सपीरियंस होता है. डू यू रिकलेक्ट एनी एक्सपीरियंस फ्रॉम योर एंड इनिशियल डेज में, परहैप्स व्हेन यू थॉट दैट यू मेट समबडी ऑर्गेनिक एंड जेन्युइन, बट कुछ तरीके से आपको डिसीव किया है, आपको कौन किया है, आपको धोखा दिया इन सम वे और द अदर?
नहीं यार, मेरे को ऐसा कुछ भी याद नहीं. मैं इफ आई टेल यू, आई वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ हॉलीवुड फिल्म्स, तो मेरा ना, आई वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ थ्रिलर्स, सो मेरा माइंड ना ऑटोमेटिकली बहुत एक्टिव है, हाइपर एक्टिव. तो आई एम ऑलवेज अलर्ट अबाउट माई सराउंडिंग्स. आई एम ऑलवेज अलर्ट कि यहाँ पे कौन है, मेरे रूम में अगर कौन है, क्यों खड़ा है, उसका काम क्या है, वाई ही इज हियर, व्हाट ही इज डूइंग. सो सबके ऊपर एक हल्की सी वो अलर्टनेस रहती है मेरी. सो वो कभी भी, I mean, from the very beginning of my career, even when I came to Bombay, I was absolutely alone. My parents were in Delhi and I came here. I took a flat and was staying alone. But never, I mean, कुछ भी ऐसा इंसिडेंस नहीं हुआ, और अगर होने वाला होता भी तो I think my alertness came into
Your proactiveness helped you from
proactiveness.
that
Yes, yes,
situation,
yes.
which is very good because there's something to learn for a lot of newcomers as well. Sir, मुझे बताइए, of course we are talking about Tatlubaaz and it's like a brilliant shift in paradigm from TV to OTT, but TV में अगर मैं बोलूँ, for the longest time you've been a part of this grand show called Kundali Bhagya. काफी लोगों का कुंडली बदल गया वो शो देख के, generally because of the love that people have shown towards you and Shraddha of course. आप दोनों असली जिंदगी में भी बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हो. जब आपका ये प्रोमो आया for the first time, that you know Shraddha must have felt like, or any friend of yours, so to say, must have felt like, you know, bro is actually going to kill right now in the OTT space as well. What was her first message or compliment or wish to you that she said after, you know, realizing that, you know, you are coming up with this project on OTT?
You know, she's the person who's always happy about whatever I do. You know, being it a TV show or OTT, and when she got to that I'm making my OTT debut, she was super excited. And when she saw the first look and all the, हमने जो trailer launch किया था about the cast reveal, जब मैंने आपके साथ किया था वो event, she was super excited. I mean, she wished me well, and अभी भी मेरी कल ही उनसे चैट हो रही थी, and she said that I'm gonna come on the screening and I'll be the biggest cheerer for you.
How sweet.
So see, this makes a lot of difference. ये दिखाता है कि what kind of person she is. She's always happy for me, and मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि मैंने ज़िंदगी में एक ऐसा दोस्त कमाया है, you know, through कुंडली भाग्य मैं उनसे मिला और मैंने ज़िंदगी में ऐसा दोस्त कमाया जो हर मौके पर, हर मोड़ पर मेरे लिए खुश रहती हैं, एंड शी विशेज़ मी वेल, एंड मैं एक्साइटेड हूँ कि वो शो देखेंगी और मुझे बताएंगी कि उनको कैसा लगा.
Sir, 18 years around you've been in the television space. माशाल्लाह आगे जाके करियर और बढ़ेगा. अगर मैं एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री ओवरऑल के बारे में बोलूँ, ऑलमोस्ट 20 years, हाइज लोज हाइज एवरीथिंग सब देखा है आपने. राइट नाउ द स्टारडम दैट यू एंजॉय वो ओवरनाइट नहीं आया है, एंड इट डजंट हैपन विद एनीवन ओवरनाइट. if I ask you to recall your lowest phase जहाँ पे you thought that you know perhaps the world is against you, कुछ भी करने का कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, you know वो होता है ना जिंदगी में इंसान का कि कुछ भी अच्छा करने का with good intent it doesn't result in good results. वो phase से how did you actually ensure that भाई I'm going to be making myself even stronger with the experiences, and कुछ भी हो जाए भाई मेरा जो हौसला है वो मैं नहीं टूटने दूंगा.
I think when we decide to become an actor now, we need to be mentally prepared about all these things. That people are gonna, there are a lot of people who are always ready to pull you down for different things in life. But you have to be strong enough. You have to tell them that, dude, this is me and I'm rock solid. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Lowest phase, see, touch wood. I never had to go and find work and say ki I'm out of work and give me. But my struggle was always to do good work, to work with good people, good producers, good directors, good channels, always. And sometimes the show does well, sometimes it doesn't do well. So, when it does well, people say, okay, it's Dheeraj Dhoopar's show and it's doing well. On when it doesn't do well, people say the same thing. It's Dheeraj Dhoopar's show, it's not doing well. So you need to be ready. Uh, I think this makes you stronger. This makes you aware of what is happening in the industry, because when you're successful, people look up to you and they say, okay, I want to be like him, and he's doing back to back hit shows and all. When your show doesn't do well, people say that, okay, it's the years. But see, in my case, touch wood, with God grace, I never got that thing from anyone in the industry, being it a friend or a non friend, that because of me the show didn't work and all. I make sure whenever whatever I do in my life, in my career, I give my 200%. I don't cheat with my work. Even if I'm not well, I'll go on the set between action and cut. There's no nonsense. I'm just performing. I'm being into the character. I'm delivering my 100%. You can ask my team. I mean, that's what I think, and all of us should do that, because when we come to Bombay, all of us have a dream of coming in front of the camera. With time, we just start forgetting that dream, and when we're moving ahead in our career in life, we are focusing on 10 different things rather than focusing on the craft. So I believe that we all should always focus on the craft first and then the other thing.
सर मुझे किसी को पूछने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज हर एक इंसान का जो जर्नी होता है ना, the graph, the career graph जिसको हम बोलते हैं, वही अपने it speaks for itself. So the kind of success by God's grace that you've enjoyed, it's not overnight. I mentioned वो बहुत टाइम का हार्ड वर्क एंड परसिस्टेंस एंड कंसिस्टेंसी का रिजल्ट है.
थैंक यू. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे मैंने ये ऑब्जर्व किया है कि समटाइम्स बहुत लोग ऐसे होते हैं, दे कम टू द इंडस्ट्री विद देयर फर्स्ट शो, दे बिकम अ सुपरस्टार, दे बिकम अ स्टार, उनका पहला शो सुपर हिट हो जाता है एंड दे बिकम सुपरस्टार. With me it wasn't the case. I took my own time. I did all kind of shows, all kind of characters. I've been lucky enough that I got those kind of opportunities. I played different kind of characters. I hardly played a typical main lead hero of a show. Even when I was doing that, I was doing something very different. I played a cricketer in Kundali Bhagya. I played a stand-up comedian in Sherdil Shergill. Recently, I was doing Saubhagyavati Bhava, which was completely a grey shade character, completely negative. So I never did, and I'm so happy when I read the feedback that people loved me in that grey shade character. So I'm experimenting with my craft, and I'm happy that people are noticing it.
सर मुझे एक चीज़ बताइए, आई जेन्युइनली वांट टू नो. एक होता है जब व्हेन यू कॉन्स्टेंटली डूइंग समथिंग नाइस, रिजल्ट्स आर कमिंग योर वे, a comfort zone develops, and then when you decide to come out of that comfort zone and do something different, उसमें भी सक्सेस मिल सकता है, बट वो जो फेज होता है सक्सेस के पहले, there's an element of doubt थोड़ा कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. You came out of Kundali Bhagya at a time when your fandom बोलो show was at its peak. Then you came to Sherdil Shergill, and वो जो आपने बोला कि difference of characters, diversity, versatility जो होता है वो दिखा. वहाँ पे it was Shraddha, यहाँ पे it was Surbhi. Experience was different, cast was different, story was different. When you experimented actually, when you thought कि यार चलो हो गया इसमें, I'm done contributing my bit, I want to do something different right now. Was there ever any element of doubt, self doubt जो होता है कि यार how will the audience accept me right now? Because हमारे फील्ड में, unlike the West, when people get comfortable seeing someone in a certain avatar, वो कुछ अलग करने का कोशिश भी करता है to show his versatility. Sometimes वो थोड़ा उल्टा पड़ जाता है. But in your case that hasn't happened. So how do you look at that?
So when I change the character and when I shift from one show to another show, my motive was not this to tell someone that I can do this or I can do that. As I said, I always look for the good characters. I always look for the different kind of characters in the storyline and what is my character doing in that story. So when I played a superstar cricketer, a very famous cricketer in Kundali Bhagya, I got humongous fan following all over the world. Wherever I was traveling, I mean, being at South Africa, I used to perform there. Dubai, I used to go to Dubai for events. Karan Luthra was still, it's an iconic character.
सर आप दुबई एंड साउथ अफ्रीका के बारे में बोल रहे हैं. आई हैव अ फ्रेंड कॉल्ड डायना मेरिया इन रोमानिया. रोमानिया में देयर इज अ ह्यूज क्रेज फॉर हिंदी टीवी शोज. आई थिंक यू मस्ट बी अवेयर
Yes, 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 yes. So I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of fan requests. I'm super happy that Karan Luthra became became
Cult in
so
itself.
big. Yeah, yeah, cult in itself. And my challenge was this: to do whatever I do next, I should be justifying the whole thing to that character. Whatever I made Karan Luthra, it should just transform into another character, and it should be able to, what do you say? That I will be able to justify those characters, and I should be able to make those characters as big as Karan Luthra. So my challenge is that as an actor. So as I said, I always deliver my 200% as an actor, whatever character I'm doing. When I talk about Bulbul Tyagi, I mean Bulbul Tyagi has 6 different get-ups in the show.
Yes.
Imagine 6 different get-ups, and on top of that, there is a different lingual. I am somewhere speaking like a South Indian guy, somewhere I'm speaking like a Banarasi guy, somewhere I'm speaking like a Lucknowi guy. So you need to work on your craft on a daily basis as an actor. I'm being lucky enough that I got this opportunity to work on my craft while doing the show.
मुझे प्लीज बताएं. आई वांट टू कम टू दिस पार्ट एज वेल. अलग अलग डायलेक्ट्स होता है हिंदुस्तान. वी टॉक अबाउट इंडिया एज यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी. डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ स्पीकिंग, बट हर एक का एक नेचुरल तरीका होता है. सो टू ब्रेक डाउन फ्रॉम दैट एंड देन डू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स अलग अलग करके, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन दैट्स इन्वॉल्व्ड. मुझे बताओ आप कि वो प्रिपरेशन फेज में व्हाट वाज द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज व्हाइल वर्किंग फॉर टटलूबाज.
So when I met Vibhu for the first time, the director of the show, and he told me that you come from a certain background, TV. And TV, you are a very big name in TV, and he said that
Big is an understatement. Use bolo, sir.
thank you. So he said, people accept something out of Dheeraj Dhoopar. You know, when he'll walk into the frame, there will be proper hairstyling, there will be slow motion shots. He's coming into the frame and proper, you know, styling and
And
everything.
that's a baggage you have to carry. You can't help it.
Yeah,
That has come from the success
that was my
you've got.
challenge. So this is my challenge. He said this character has to be the part of the crowd, because being a con man, you cannot stand out of the crowd. You have to mingle with the crowd and you have to be the part of that crowd. So no hairstyling, he said. So we will not be having a hairstylist for you on board. Minimal makeup, and when the about the styling, it has to be very basic styling, because he's a con man. He has to get mingled with the crowd and all, be the part of the crowd. So that was my challenge of leaving that image of Dheeraj Dhoopar and getting into the OTT space, which is such a realistic space to perform as an artist. But I think the whole journey was great. I mean, when I see the rushes when I was dubbing for the show, I felt great because I can look like this also, and I can still convince people to look at me. I'm not. I
It's
mean,
almost like you discovered a new part of yourself.
new part of myself, and I was super happy to see myself with a basic minimal makeup, no hairstyling, basic styling, and I want to tell the world, I mean, look at me, I can do this also, and I can go beyond this also. I can look dirty also and can perform.
आपका डर्टी का वर्जन वो आपका डर्टी है, वो लड़कियां जब देखेंगे वहां पे 25 नवंबर ऑनवर्ड्स, आई एम श्योर वो डर्टी नहीं, बोलो बिना मेकअप हो, हेयर हो, डजंट मैटर, धीरज दुपर स्वैग जो है वो रहेगा वहां पे. सो गर्ल्स, यू हैव योर विजुअल डिलाइट, डोंट वरी, परफॉर्मेंस भी देखने को मिलेगा, वो भी देखने को मिलेगा. लास्ट क्वेश्चन बिफोर आई रैप अप वुड बी दैट आई जेन्युइनली बिलीव इन द टर्म लेडी लक. ओके, आपके पर्सनल लाइफ का मैं आई डोंट वांट टू, बट जब आप पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल स्पेस में काम करते हो, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू हैव सपोर्टिव पीपल. कुंडली भाग्य में देयर वाज श्रद्धा, Sherdil में there was Surbhi, both of them bona fide stars in their own right, good friends of yours as well. Working pattern में दोनों का क्या difference था? Because हर एक इंसान का अलग तरीका होता है to approach their work. What was the difference in their working pattern? Because मजेदार तो दोनों के साथ experience आपका था, but working pattern में difference क्या observe किया आपने as an artist?
So I'll tell you, 6 years of working with Shraddha, we never ever for a single time rehearsed our scene.
Wow.
Yeah, it was all organic. Trust me.
No workshops as well.
Never. So when I got selected, I was the first one to get on board as a cast on Kundali Bhagya, and हमारा next day promo था, and I got to know that Shraddha is my heroine. And Shraddha had worked with my wife earlier, you know, and तब मैं श्रद्धा से एक दो बार उससे पहले मिल चुका था. बट व्हेन आई गॉट टू नो दैट, आई वाज सुपर हैप्पी. बट यू नो, किसी को नहीं पता होता व्हेन यू साइन अ शो कि कितना बड़ा शो बनेगा एंड हाउ द केमिस्ट्री विल वर्क एंड ऑल. But till today, I can say it with proud, you know, we never rehearsed a single scene, and everything whatever people watched and saw us doing on screen was totally organic, give and take. She knew that what I'm gonna say, I knew what she's gonna do, and that's what makes us understanding as an artist. With Surbhi, it was more of a very comfortable with her. It was more of a always different kind of you know, perception about an actors. Like, we always used to go on the set, we used to read the scene, rehearsed, because she's a different kind of an actor. She needs rehearsals, I need, yeah. So that's the only difference I found in both of them, and both of them are great actors, and they're stars in themselves, and you know, they're doing so well in their career. So, but I've been lucky enough that I got good co-stars to work with always.
सर, टीवी में आप छाए हुए थे, छाए हुए रहोगे in every space. OTT is the space where you're all set to dominate right now. Genuinely, I say it with all sorts of manifestation and belief. Thank you so much. You've been an absolute rock star. May the hair, may everything that you have been known for remain, and everything that you get going forward is only better from what you've already got. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. That's a wrap on the Sunny G Show by Rohit Consulting Firm. This is your host Shubhajit. I'll see you again with another interesting episode very soon. Do watch Tatlubaaz only on Epicon. 25th November is the date. The man has already given his perspective and opinion with this interview. ये interview देखो, show देखो, ढेर सारा प्यार जताओ. What are you doing? Dheeraj Dhoopar is the man for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.